So this little light actually really impressed me. When I got this sent to me, I wasn't sure what to expect. I knew it was going to be a small little video light. It's a 70-watt light. And it's the Anglerfish SL1 60DN from iFootage. Now, full disclosure, they sent this to me, but they're not paying me for anything I'm about to say. So this is an honest review. There's things I like about it. There's a few things that I wish could be a little bit better. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about this light. Right from the get-go, when I pulled this light out of the bag, I was very impressed with how small it was. And that being said, I was a little bit skeptical on how bright it was actually going to be. And it's a very small form factor, which I love. Feels really tough. It's basically a full like metal or aluminum construction, so it's gonna do well for you on your travels. But I wanted to know how bright was this light actually going to be. Like I said, it's a 70-watt light, so I wasn't sure how is this going to stand up next to some of my other video lights. Is this something that I'm going to use, but then after a while just not use because it's just actually not as good. Once I got this light up on a light stand, turned it on, went to full brightness, I was very surprised with how bright it was. I think I remember actually leaving my office and going and telling my wife, who really doesn't care about video lights, how impressed I was with how bright this is for its size. Let's talk about some of the other features though. There's more to it than just some cool power features or its form factor. It's got some other things that you should definitely know about. iFootage did a really good job with color matching this to an accurate daylight color. This comes in at a 98 out of 100 CRI score, or color rendering index, so you're not going to get the weird skin tones. If you've used lots of video lights before, you know that some lights are cooler than they should be, or maybe have a off tone to them, whereas iFootage took the time to make sure this is balanced for a realistic daylight color tone, so those skin tones are going to be as accurate as possible. The fact that they took the time to put that into just a small video light, aside from any bigger lights, says a lot to me about their attention to detail. Alright, so let's break down some of the features for this light. Number one, it is actually a mini Bowens mount. Now just hold on, we'll get to the full-size Bowens mount here in a second, but this is actually a mini Bowens mount size, so you have options to use any softboxes, lanterns that are a mini Bowens mount. The second feature is they also provide you with a full-size Bowens mount adapter. iFootage also sent me that Bowens adapter, which is great because now you can put a small little 70-watt light of that size on a full-size Bowens mount softbox, lantern, whatever it might be. So that gives you the option and flexibility to use either the mini Bowens mount softboxes or a full-size Bowens mount softbox fitting. The third feature I like is on the back, they give you several power options. You have your DC power for your normal corded power, but then you have a USB-C, so you could hook up a V-mount battery or an external source via USB-C and power it that way. The fact that they give you these options now on the back to have a handheld battery-powered light of this capacity, that's this small, is really cool. The fourth feature is the effects that are built into this light. They could have just ended it there and said, hey, cool, we got you a video light that has varied intensity, we're going to call it good. But they actually went a little bit further and gave you 10 different effects within this light. And you can control them right from the back of the light with the dials. You have anything from fireworks, paparazzi, thunderstorm, explosion. And not only can you choose the effect you want, but you can also adjust the intensity of that effect. If you want the paparazzi flashes to go faster, we just increase the frequency of that. That leads me into feature number 5. And that is that you can control this light with the Lumen Plus app. It connects really well, it connects seamlessly, and there you can further, probably a little more easily, control the effects from your phone. Vary the frequency, vary the intensity, select the effects you want to use, or just the general intensity of the light. Having the connectivity of the app is great because if you have it rigged up in the ceiling or super high or on a high light stand somewhere, just pull out your phone, connect it via the app, and you have full control that way. Okay, the sixth feature that I love about this light is actually the bag it comes with. When I started getting into the video business like 10 plus years ago, video lights, at least of this scale, didn't come with bags a lot of times. I don't know why. I think brands like Aperture started setting a bar of like, hey, if you're gonna have a good light, you should have a good bag to store it in. So they followed suit, and iFootage has a fantastic little carrying bag for this light. The light also comes with a reflective cone, so you have that in the bag. You have enough room for your cables. You can also fit the Bowens adapter in there as well, and it condenses down into a nice little package. They provided Velcro ties to the cables, and the cable itself is nice and long. And even on the power brick, they have a security safety cable that you can hang on your light stand just to keep it off of the ground. So all those little extra things, I'm like, okay, they care about me as a user having a good experience and having a high quality light and the accessories that go with it. Now, iFootage also sent me a lantern to go with it. The one thing that I wish was a little bit better is that the rods inside are not fastened on the long end. So I misspoke when I was talking about the lantern. The rods are connected at both ends, but the problem is when you go to open the lantern, they bow every which way, okay? It's a lot harder to open compared to some other lanterns I have from other brands. So I would just love to see iFootage maybe fix that problem or make that a little bit easier when opening the lantern, because I have to use my hand to push them in the right direction. It's not a huge deal. It's just one little thing that I think could probably be improved. But for a 50cm lantern, I'm still really happy with it. There's just that one little thing I'd love to see be a little bit better. All right, so I said at the beginning that I was gonna be honest with you about the things I like, but then also the things that I don't like or could be a little bit better. So for me, the first one is the part of the cable that connects to the power brick. For whatever reason on my cable, it just comes unplugged a lot, very easily. I end up having to take the cable that's plugged into the brick and Velcro tie it to my light stand just to keep it from coming unplugged. I don't mind having to do that, but it'd be nice if it would just stay plugged in a little bit better. It's not a big deal, it's just something that gets a little bit annoying at times. The other thing, again, maybe not a huge con, but it's definitely something I've noticed, is the fan noise at times can be a little bit noticeable. It's not a make or break situation to me, but the fan noise is noticeable, especially if you're standing right behind the light. The last real con, I guess, is actually for the Bowens adapter. It feels a little bit plasticky to me. I would love to see that be aluminum or just a heavier plastic. I'm not sure. It works fine. It does the trick. I just like things that feel really sturdy. The light feels great. The light feels like it's made really solid, but the adapter could be just a little bit heavier. So who's this video light for? Obviously, it's not a 300 or 600 watt light, so you can't compare it to that. It's not going to take the place of those lights. But where is this kind of light handy? So for me, I have found myself using it for a key light. In the last like 5 or 6 videos on my channel, it has been all lit with this little 60 DN light from iFootage. On bigger setups, I've been using it as a hair light. It's small, you can easily boom it up on a C-stand and get it as a nice hair light on your talent, your subject. So if you're looking for a high quality, compact, $100 video light, then definitely check out the 60 DN light from iFootage. You will be very happy with it. Pick up this light through the link in the description below. I appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.